In 1925, a real estate agent sold the same empty lot 3 times in a single afternoon, and all 3 buyers thought they'd won. It's not exaggeration. It's Exhibit 1 in the collapse of the Florida land boom, a financial mania so frenzied that it makes modern housing speculation look cautious. By the mid-1920s, Florida had transformed from a sleepy peninsula into America's hottest real estate market. Fortunes were being made on paper, but the machinery underneath was rotten from the start, and when it broke, it took thousands of ordinary people's life savings with it. Exhibit 2, the price tag. In 1920, you could buy raw Florida land for a few $100s an acre. By 1925, that same acre was selling for thousands, sometimes tens of thousands. The cost didn't change because the land suddenly became fertile or useful. It changed because everyone believed someone else would pay even more tomorrow. Here's where the machinery breaks down. Most of these buyers never saw the land they purchased. Salesmen in New York, Chicago, and Boston were selling plots sight unseen. Brochures promised beachfront cities with names like Biscayne, Coral Gables, and Miami Beach. The pictures looked pristine. The reality, swamp, mangrove thickets, alligators, land that flooded 6 months a year. Exhibit 3, the financing. You didn't need to pay the full price upfront. Developers offered payment plans 10% down, the rest spread over years. That sounds familiar because it's exactly how housing works today, but there's a catch. If you missed even one payment, you lost everything you'd already paid. No refunds, no equity. The developer kept your cash and resold the lot. So why did prices keep climbing if nobody could actually develop the land? Exhibit 4, pure speculation. Buyers weren't looking to build homes or businesses, they were looking to flip. Buy for $5,000, sell for $7,000 a week later, pocket the difference. The entire market ran on momentum. As long as newcomers kept arriving with cash, prices kept rising. By 1925, the frenzy had peaked. Trains bringing investors to Florida ran so packed they added extra cars. Hotels were full. Restaurants had hour-long waits. The local newspaper ran so many real estate ads it became almost unreadable. Everyone, doormen, waitresses, bellhops, was flipping land on the side. Exhibit 5, the moment it broke. September 1926. A hurricane smashed into Florida with Category 4 force. It killed over 300 people, destroyed entire neighborhoods, and washed away the illusion. Suddenly, buyers realized what they'd actually purchased: swampland in a hurricane zone. Resale values collapsed overnight. But the real damage had already started before the storm. By mid-1926, it was clear the bubble couldn't inflate forever. Speculators who'd bought expecting quick profits suddenly found no buyers at any price. Payment plans defaulted. Developers went bankrupt. Banks that had financed the speculation faced a tsunami of bad loans. Exhibit 6, the human cost. Small investors, nurses, teachers, retirees had poured their savings into Florida land. Many had borrowed heavily to buy multiple lots. When prices collapsed, they lost everything. Some took their own lives. Others left Florida with nothing. Their dreams of wealth evaporated. The total loss, historians estimate around $20 billion in today's money. That's not a footnote, that's a generational wipeout. Yet here's the pattern that repeats. The machinery works the same way every time. Scarce asset, emotional appeal, easy financing, momentum, collapse. What made Florida different from other booms? Nothing really. It's just the first time we have photographs and detailed records of the entire cycle. We can see the brochures, we can read the ads, we can watch the moment greed overrode common sense, and we can measure exactly how much it cost. The lesson isn't that real estate is bad or that speculation is evil. The lesson is that when a price rises faster than fundamentals justify, when payment plans replace down payments, when emotion replaces analysis, when everyone around you is making easy money, that's when the machinery is about to break. Understanding how it breaks is the only way to avoid standing underneath when it does. So that's why the Florida land boom cost what it did, not because swampland became valuable, but because the machinery of speculation, marketing, easy money, and human hope can make anything look valuable until the moment it stops. Subscribe so you don't miss the next financial mania waiting to collapse. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe, there's a new unsolved financial bubble every week, and understanding the pattern is the only real investment. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.